Tonight for our investigation, you guys join us in our investigation. This is your house. You are obviously here for a reason. There's a connection of some sort between you guys in this house. Maybe you guys are good trigger objects yourselves, and we could maybe hopefully find some answers for you tonight and see what exactly is in this house and what is causing all those things you guys are experiencing. Would you guys want to be part of our investigation here tonight?
Sure.
Yes.
Would love to.
All right, well, it's getting dark. I think we're gonna stop our cameras here and get ready to set up for our investigation and go from there. All right, everyone, we are here in Flemington, Georgia, and we are standing in the yard just outside of this haunted old farmhouse. India, are you excited for tonight's investigation here?
I am excited. I think it's going to be very interesting to see what we get tonight. I have a good feeling about this place. There's something about old houses that haven't been overly investigated that usually are a recipe for a lot of paranormal activity. I'm really looking forward to trying out different techniques and seeing which one works the best, and hopefully we can get some answers for these people and see who's here.
The owners are in there right now. We're going to be doing an investigation with them. They're going to join us in the investigation, and we're going to start in the living room with the paranormal Leapok, and we're going to run ghost tube and see if we can get some answers. We had just woken up and I went to the kitchen. I was making coffee, then returned to the bedroom. Sherry looked at me with a worried expression. She said, "I'm not by myself." Confused, I asked, "What do you mean?" Sherry explained she felt 4 knocks on the bed. "I thought it was you playing around," she added, "but I had been in the kitchen. I wondered if it was a child's spirit." Sherry used to be an elementary school teacher. I figured a child's spirit was trying to wake her up. The previous owner's son avoided his room. The room had a pink velvet blanket. He felt a presence when the lights were off. Maybe a little kid's spirit was there. The realtor mentioned bootlegger holes. I asked if this was the same room. "No, that's a different room," she replied. "The blue room with the chimney has one. That room was the daughter's. The previous owner said she hated sleeping there. She felt something unsettling," the realtor said. Now we wondered about the spirits in the house. Not just one, but perhaps more were trying to connect. Sherry and I decided to investigate further. We made a plan to stay up together that night. Determined, we wanted to understand the disturbances. The house held secrets yet to be uncovered. Feeling curious but cautious, we prepared. The night's mysteries awaited us.
Occasionally we'll hear the doorknobs move, especially the ones upstairs. And sometimes you'll actually hear the doors move back and forth. And I've heard footsteps on the staircase. I've been here at night and heard footsteps on the staircase.
And the last time we were here, you thought I was talking to you, remember?
That's right, yep. Last time I thought Sherry was talking to me, and it must have been another voice that I heard, but it wasn't hers.
Because you said, did you say something?
Yeah, I was like,
said no.
mm-mm. So
have you guys ever had any other paranormal teams or come in here and check out the place? And if so, what kind of stuff have they captured?
well, we have. We've had a paranormal team come in. They're named Off-Grid Paranormal. And they've come in and done an investigation, 2 investigations, and they've captured various noises, various voices, and various other sounds in the house.
When we first arrived here, you had mentioned something about a blanket upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
The upstairs bedrooms, my wife has put velvet blankets at the ends of the beds in case somebody comes and spends the night. They get cold, they have another blanket they can put on. Well, on these velvet blankets, they're very impressionable, and you can, just touch it and you'll have your hand on it. The one that is directly above the living room here, we had what appeared to be, we had just woken up and I had gone to the kitchen to make coffee. And when I came back into the bedroom, Sherry's like, "I'm not by myself." And I'm like, "What do you mean you're not by yourself?" And she said that she felt 4 knocks on the bed.
I thought it was him playing with me.
No, I was in the
And
kitchen.
I thought he was trying to wake me up.
And I feel like it was probably a little kid, because she used to be an elementary school teacher too. And maybe that was a little kid trying to, "Hey, come on, get up, let's do something." And the previous owner, her son, his room is the one that had the pink velvet blanket. And she said he didn't like to sleep in that room with the lights off because he felt like there was something up there with him, maybe a little kid.
You were showing us something about the little they're called bootlegger holes, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just mentioned something about one of those rooms. Is that the same room you're talking about? Or?
No, that's a different room. The blue room, the one that has the chimney in it upstairs, that one has a bootlegger panel in it. And so the previous lady that sold us the house, that was her daughter's room. And she told us that her daughter did not like to sleep in that room.
The room is set up with paranormal devices. Wes and I are ready to turn off the devices. A RIM pod, cat balls, and epoch. Wes explains why the room might be active. mentioning spirits. There's a rumor that male presence triggers the equipment exactly as it was during the TikTok live. Hoping for further communication, we turn the devices back. Lights go off, plunging the room into darkness. As we walk, the REM pod suddenly goes off. Was it you making the REM pod go off? The REM pod wasn't reacting a minute ago. We re-enter the room and thank any spirits. Thank you if you made the REM pod go off. It's just Wes and I still willing to communicate. Legend speaks of a spirit with preferences for men. We introduce the yes-no device explaining its operation. Do you like it when men are in the room? Green means yes. Red means make one of these devices go off if you can. Have you been in the room all this time? A device lights up in response. A curious sense of anticipation. A pastor in this room with us? Thank you for lighting that up. Were you speaking to us earlier? The REM pod suddenly lights spirit for its communications remain active. A curious mist in the eerie room waiting. So we decided to set up some devices in this room, a paranormal epoch, a REM pod and some cat balls, and we were asking questions, and it seemed like there was a lot of stuff going on. And the reason why there's a lot of stuff that could be going on here, Wes, is because
there could be something in the room that just either doesn't like men or really likes men. So we were told that when there's guys in here, it seems to be more active for some reason. So
we left the equipment exactly how we had it when we were live on TikTok. So we're going to turn it all back on again and turn off the lights in here and try to further communicate, and hopefully it still wants to communicate with us, whoever this is. So we're going to turn on this equipment. Once again, we've got the epoch right there, cat ball right here, and a REM pod. There's some cat balls on the bed. All right, now we're going to go dark. Oh, I hope I got that as I was walking. I don't know what that. You making that REM pod go off? That wasn't going off a minute ago.
No, the REM pod wasn't.
Okay, we just came back into this room. We appreciate you if that was you making the REM pod go off. It's just Wes and I in here now again. We hope you're still in here. We heard that there's a spirit in here that either likes or doesn't like men. We've got a device right here you may already know about that you can answer yes or no questions on. Do you like it when men are in this room? Green means yes and red means no. If you'd like to communicate with us, can you make one of those devices go off? Somebody was just using it just a minute ago. Is there a pastor in this room with us right now? Well, thank you for lighting that up.
Yes, thank you.
Were you the one that was just talking to us a minute ago? The haunted farmhouse looms ominously. Everyone gathers outside ready to investigate. India expresses her excitement for the night. The darkening sky adds an eerie atmosphere. The investigators discuss their techniques. They hope to uncover the source of the disturbances. The owners are inside, waiting anxiously. Everyone moves into the living room. The LIPOC device is set up, buzzing with energy. Ghost tube is activated, scanning for signals. Investigators and owners sit in a circle. The room is silent, everyone on edge. India speaks first, asking for any spirits present. A chill runs through the room. The LIPOC flashes, capturing everyone's attention. They hear a faint whisper, barely audible. Tension mounts as they continue listening. The ghost tube picks up a distinct signal. A voice comes through saying, "Help us." The owners look visibly shaken. India asks for more information. Another whisper, "Lost souls," is heard. They decide to move to the basement. The basement is cold and dark. They set up equipment and start again. More signals, more whispers. A presence feels stronger here. India senses a connection between the owners and spirits. The final revelation provides some answers. The investigation concludes with a sense of closure.